Now, do you remember this man, Abraham? Abraham is a principal character in the Old Testament, and he and his wife Sarah, they had zero capability of having children, and yet God made him a promise. He said, I'll make you a father of nations. Wow, how in the world, Lord, is that going to happen? We can't even have one child. And so, well, long story short, God fulfills His promise, as He always will, and they had a son named Isaac, and by this time in the story, Isaac is grown enough to have a wife, and so Abraham calls his oldest, most trusted servant, and he says to the servant, I want you to find a wife for my son. I don't want you to get a wife from this place. I want you to go back to my home country and find a wife there. Well, so this servant takes a journey. And, you know, the terrain over which he had his journey was something like this place. Willingness to take risks, obedience to authority. One estimate is that he traveled 500 miles back to Abraham's home country to find a wife for his son. And so he finally gets there. And you know what? It'll be nice if some woman walks out of her house with a big sign in front of her that says, I am Isaac's future wife. But it's a step of faith. And so this amazing servant prays. And this was his prayer. He said, O Lord, the God of my master Abraham, please grant me what? A servant can be successful. But look at his view of success. What was the result that he wanted? He said, grant me success today and show loving kindness to my master Abraham. So this was all about subordinating himself to his earthly master, but ultimately in submission to whom? His heavenly master. Can I ask you something? This guy, this servant, would you like somebody like this working for you? Next question. Are you that type of person? That's the most important question, right? Are we such a blessing to the people we work with and work for, whether that work is in the home or somewhere else? You see, the right view of work is the starting point for true success at work.